The thing that I love about Kitty is she's reminding you of what's important, why you went into medicine, how you fill your own cup, and in doing so, you actually make others feel better, and you're a better physician, you are a better companion, you're a better partner.
I think that Kitty makes it relatable to everyday life by reminding us that no matter what the situation, whether it be a good situation or a bad situation, that the people, the patients that we're taking care of every single day are human beings.
Kitty talks about stuff that could benefit anybody in any career or in any phase of life, going back from things that she talks about with her mother and grocery store clerks, all the way up to a healthcare provider, an MD, PA, things that can be taken back to really enhance a person-to-a-person experience.
The story, she shares an extraordinary story and then translates that into core messages that we all need to hear that will truly, I think, change people's lives.
So in the emergency department, we see life and we see death, and we see all ages. So we see babies, we see adults, we see your grandma, your grandpa, and that isn't easy for us. And so a lot of times as we go through those different scenarios of caring for those different people, we pull back and we build a wall. And Kitty reminds you that that wall is not important, and that wall is preventing you from really connecting with the patient.
So when we talk about paradigm, what that is, it's a shared understanding among scientists regarding a structure, regarding values, assumptions, right? It's how we determine what a discipline is. So we have a paradigm in medicine, but we also have these really deep shared values. So you can go onto any website for a medical school, nursing school, where you can become a phlebotomist, and do you know what the words are? Excellence. It's the pursuit of excellence. Am I right? Yeah, you're all shaking your head because you're all excellent. That's what you are. You are excellent, and that's what medicine is. It is excellent. And do you know what else? We exceed expectations. Medicine exceeds expectations. This is so ingrained in you. It is your core being. As a child, you wanted to be a superhero. That's why you became a healthcare professional, right? Help people, make a difference, fix things. This is why people are called to healthcare. And this is why you're heroic. You are healthcare heroes. A hero is a person idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, and noble qualities. They combat adversity through ingenuity, bravery, and strength. And you may not say that all about yourselves, but I would say that about every one of you. We are, the Paradise Campfire. Did you see the story about the nurse whose scrubs are on fire? Her scrubs are burning as she's loading patients into whatever vehicle she can as they're evacuating the hospital. That is combating adversity. You know what else? Someone recently pointed out. What's happening at her house? She lives in paradise. What's happening with her dogs? Her mom that she takes care of? What's happening with her 17-year-old daughter? She's putting it all aside to load these patients because they need her. Holy moly, you guys are heroes. Saving lives It's what we do. We respond rapidly. We diagnose disease. We intervene surgically. We provide treatment. We prescribe and dispense medication. You save lives all the time. So basically what you are is you are big-hearted, high-bar heroes. There's a challenge with that, though. You're all freaking overachievers. And you're so competitive. Good God! That blew me away. When I first got into hospital land, I'm like, they are so competitive. Holy moly. So, you may not know this about yourselves, but this is really key. A hallmark of an overachiever is the staking of identity based on outcomes. Am I right? They believe that people around them and they themselves judge worthiness on how well they do. So, it's kind of fascinating because you're in a line of work where no matter how brilliant you are, you don't have control over the outcome, do you? But that's completely how you judge yourself. Is there a little disparity there? But here's the crazy part. In addition to life-saving, do you see this list here? I mean, this is no news to any of you, but every single day, here, let's read the list. I have to keep up with advances. I have to treat sicker patients. I have to maintain professionalism with jerks. And there are a few. Occasionally in the ED, maybe? I don't know. Call me crazy. I have to implement ever-changing processes. I have to deliver excellent care despite bureaucracy. I have to deal with limited resources. And, oh, by the way, deliver a compassionate patient experience. No wonder our heroes are burning out. It is no wonder. In fact, the rate of provider suicides, it's really becoming a big concern. Now, there is a loss of heart in people all over the world, there is no question. But in terms of healthcare, climbing provider suicide rates, professionals leaving healthcare in droves, new nursing students 6 months in, they're out of here. Mounting frustration with barriers to delivering patient care. So the bottom line is this, long term, we have to figure out a better way. We have to restructure how we're doing things. But that's a big thing. It's every single day changing how we deliver medicine and making it easier for the caregivers to actually do patient care. That's long term. That's global. That's something we all have to do. But tonight, there's something you can do. You can do it in about 41 minutes that's going to help. It's going to help you immediately. And it's about filling your cup. Who has ever been in a line at Starbucks and had somebody else buy their coffee? Anybody? Raise of hands? Okay, awesome. How did that make you feel? It was great. And it's such a surprise. It's like, wow, that's so cool. Okay, who here has ever bought coffee for all those random strangers? You can put your hand up. Don't be shy. Many of us. How I experience it, I don't know how you experience it, but I think in this area that you didn't expect it, all of a sudden there was a moment of connection, like shared humanity. And when somebody out of the blue just does something kind for you, like you just feel a connection. And that's how we're wired as people. We're wired for connection. That's what we crave. It's what we need. It's what fuels us. So filling your cup, having those experiences is what we're talking about. And even the smallest thing of buying somebody a Starbucks, the ripples go out. There is nothing like really special about Mary, except Mary had this crazy calling to make life better for everyone, wherever she was, however she could. And it really came home to me when we were in a grocery store. I'm like 13 years old, and the checker is so rude, and she's squishing our bread with the cans, and I'm standing there outraged, like, and then my mom pays in cash, remember that? And the lady takes her money, gives her her change back, but almost throws it at her. I was outraged. And you know what my mom did? My mom genuinely touched her hand and said, I hope the rest of your day goes better. And I walked out the door and I'm like, she should have been fired. She needs counseling. Why didn't you tell her manager? And my mom said, imagine what must be going on inside for her. I would not want to add to that. I want to try to make it better. And that, don't we all? It's so easy for us to react and shut down and like everyone else is other, but they're not. You know, we're all in this together.
You walk away remembering why I chose healthcare, why I chose to be a nurse, why I chose to be a hero, and she brings that back to the forefront for you and how important it really is for you to connect with the patient in your care on an everyday basis.
More is possible for us than we know, and it is easy to access that when Kitty's sharing with you how to do that.
And hearing these stories and talking to Kitty and listening to Kitty makes me think, more about a person and treating a person as opposed to just a problem.
So I feel like Kitty's one of those people who is meant to enhance people's experiences. She's meant to change people's lives. And it's interesting how somebody who has so many bad experiences, as one could perceive it, could turn it around and plant so many seeds for making things better.
After you've been doing this for so long, you tend to try to separate yourself from the situation, or you tend to try to pull back from the situation, and she reminds you that in all reality, you are part of that situation.
I feel like she's an absolute blessing and can just infiltrate the medical field with positivity and reminders of why we are in medicine and how do we prevent burnout and all of those things. And she's an absolute blessing, and I feel like she was given a gift and she heard it and she is taking off with it.
I feel inspired. I feel moved. I feel grateful. I feel awake. I feel changed. I feel like I am with the best part of myself.
Hearing her story and hearing her ideas, being able to implement those ideas without any time commitment or monetary commitment or anything like that, just that internal thought of, hey, this is a person, will benefit both myself and the patient immensely and make me a better physician.